Hello, I'm Thierry Baron. I'm working at Total in R&D group. I'm in charge of the safety domain. So TADI takes place in the Major Accident Prevention Project in Total Group, which is a major in oil and gas. TADI stands for Total Anomaly Detection Initiatives. What is the mission of TADI? It's early anomaly detection, improved diagnostic to act in remote operations. We're essentially looking at gas detection after a serious accident. Like all the major companies, Total has to face a big issue about safety first, and how to avoid any accident in operations. And to do that, you need to intervene as soon as possible, which means prevention. That means to be able to look at early anomaly detection and to be able to have a clear vision of what is going on, and then to make the right decision at the right level. You need to be able to collect the data on real time, to transport, to store, to deal with the data, to view the data, because there are so many data. If you just send that directly to the operator, it just will be overload and no clear vision, just more data, more data, more data. It doesn't mean a better diagnostic, it doesn't mean a clear decision. It's clearly to help him to make the best decision. For example, of a camera that tells you, okay, there is noise, but is there any gas leaks, gas presence in this area? So you start the camera, and the camera can say no, imagine it's yes, yes. So you have a strong noise and you have a presence of gas. You need to know more to make a decision, because the main decision is, does I need to evacuate? But it's not enough. You need to know, for example, about the weather forecast. Is there any wind? Is there gas accumulation? Gas dissipation can make a great difference, because you can reach the explosive mass, and then it's a big mess. Big mess, but depending on the assets, depending on what. Is there anybody working in that area with a work permit, with a fire permit? Fully different. And another question, what about the state of your equipment? You know, this valve is leaking. Is that a brand new one you just changed 1 week ago? And maybe because of vibration, you just need to tighten it. I need to get the right information at the right level to make the right decision. How can I deal with the events? Nothing. So we look around, and looking at Gartner preconization, we found that there is a society called VANTIQ. And say, why not? We can test it. I'm not married with VANTIQ, just test it and see if it can bring something interesting in decision making. That's what we did in a 3-month POC, proof of concept. TADI at the beginning was essentially a high quality data provider, and now we'd like to develop diagnostic apps for safety, quite different. And that's why we ran that POC, and it was successful. So now we are looking at the second step to do the same, but now in real time and on remote operation. The POC was very ambitious, because we start in April and we wanted to have something ready 3 months later, on July, because we had large inauguration with big bosses from Total Group. And you know, you can always show PowerPoint to people, but much better is to give them a phone, an application on a tablet, and say just, look, use it. Many companies have to face the fact they need to make decision, diagnostics, in more and more unmanned operations. We remove the man from the field. Why? To protect life. So what is Total looking at? Total is looking at partnership with companies which are very efficient in data analytics, event-driven situations, etc. We have a large contract with Microsoft, with Google, with data engineering, etc. and large companies. And we need also to have contract of partnership with much agile companies like VANTIQ to be able in a few months to adapt solution to the real needs of the operators. And I think the agility of VANTIQ has been good during the POC, the first POC. We're starting the second one because I'm quite sure they didn't know really where they were going at the beginning. We discover what is the potential of VANTIQ solution, and VANTIQ discover what are the needs of oil and gas industry. That means that in the VANTIQ system you need to have a real plug and play and very agile solution, because we don't know which will be the technology we will use tomorrow. It's not a game, because if you make a mistake, people can be killed, assets can be destroyed, you can have huge environmental issues, remember BP. And our ambition is to go fast, to be very pragmatic. So what we have in mind is to have the first simulator step by next summer, sometime around July. Not the final one, just like we did this year after the POC. First step where people can play with it, can see it, and then can get involved in the development of this simulator. After that, we can spend years to improve it for different situations, but at least to have the basic done by 1 year, within 1 year. Very important to move fast, because the technologies are moving fast, because the world is moving fast, because we need more and more to make decisions very rapidly. So really, why TADI? TADI is a way to protect human without exposing him, to protect environment, because you're measuring gas leaks, for example. Gas leaks means methane leaks, CO2 leaks, that means environmental print, climate change is involved, and assets, because there is no explosion, there is no anomalies.
Total R&D launched TADI, Total Anomaly Detection Initiatives, to save lives and avoid major incidents in the oil and gas field. TADI protects humans, environment, and assets. TADI is enabling early anomaly detection of incidents in oil and gas installations and improved diagnostics to act in remote operations. TADI provides information and analytics to operators in real time before these anomalies become critical incidents. Using next-generation sensors, TADI enables real-time acquisition and processing using analytics and AI. The remote operator in a control room receives immediate alerts about the current situation in order to make the right decision at the right time. The VANTIQ platform makes TADI a reality. This takes the form of a real-time application dedicated to the remote operator, which provides the ears, nose and eyes on the installation. All the necessary operational information is visible remotely at a glance to guarantee the safety of the site. When a leak occurs, the VANTIQ application alerts the operator and provides all the necessary crisis management information, such as acoustic and visual data, position and role of each person on the installation, atmospheric information, installation maintenance information, visualization of the high-risk area. This data will allow the operator to pinpoint the leak and make the right decisions quickly. To facilitate evaluation, the application analytics can point out specific risk situations, like explosive gas with low wind velocity that would further amplify the danger. An evacuation can then be launched, notifying everyone on site and receiving from each person a safety confirmation. The operator has access to further information, using cameras to visualize and zoom in on the leak, and sending a robot or drone to the leaking point to gather more information or attempt a repair. For simulation, training, and to gain real-world experience, an injection application allows operators to replay different scenarios by injecting simulated data from a previous issue or event into the application. Total R&D conducted major tests on TADI infrastructure over the course of a year, with various anomaly scenarios reproduced in an industrial context. VANTIQ then created the operator application in less than 3 months. What's next? Working with Total R&D and the Center for Research on Risks and Crisis, CRC, at Mines Paris Tech University on a 3D real-time digital twin to optimize decision-making when faced with emergency situations, with the inclusion of human-system collaboration, allowing better risk prevention on existing and future installations, deepening integration with sensor providers, and integrating the operational context of the installation are some of the ways that the real-time VANTIQ application can provide better safety management in the oil and gas industry.